वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासुदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. This is second chapter, third chapter, 11th shloka. Devan bhavayantanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreya param avapsita. The demigod being pleased with sacrifice will also please you. Thus nourishing one another, they will reign general prosperity for all. A little understanding. Devata Puja. Now Krishna is here talking about Devata Puja. Later we will condemn it. So how do we understand? Only answer is Gita is in different levels, step by step. Correct? This is the first thing to understand. Krishna gradually develops Bhagavad Gita. Now in the third chapter, he is talking about Karma Yoga. He is also talking about general Devata Puja. But later, starting from 6, particularly 7th chapter, he will start rejecting it. So many shlokas, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna rejects 10 chapters, so many chapters. Krishna rejects the Devata Puja. But even then, what is Devata Puja? That also people do wrong. Devatas cannot be worshipped independently. Correct? That is called what we say, Prithak Bhava. There is no independent identity of a Devata. Everybody is dependent on the Lord. When you worship Krishna, he is independent, autocrat, Swarat. When Putana is coming, Krishna doesn't need somebody's blessing or help. He can alone kill her. Correct? In movie they make a hero, alone he will kill somebody. Krishna is actually real hero. When in Bombay that thing happened, no? Sorry. What happened in Bombay? That 26/11, they burned the whole hotels and they were roaming in the streets. Even the biggest hero, Amitabh Bachchan, because they caught the news, rumor, they are looking for important people to kill them. That was the news in Bombay. All the heroes, including the top hero, they locked their house. They thought they are very important. Actually, they are the least important people. And they locked their house. And Amitabh Bachchan personally slept with gun below his pillow. Where is the hero? Hero doesn't hide like this. Hero, in a movie, they will kill 10,000 people, they will kill alone. But reality, look at it, he says he could not get 1 minute's sleep. He was so much in fear. They will kill him only. Real hero hiding like this. Krishna is not hero like that. When Jarasandha used to attack with thousands of soldiers, not thousands, millions of soldiers every time, Krishna used to tell Mathura people, you all sleep, no need to worry. And Krishna and Balaram used to come outside the city and alone they used to, both of them, wipe his whole army. Kill his whole army they used to kill because they had come to reduce the burden on the earth, correct? There are too much armies in the world. Krishna, Balaram, one of the intention was to reduce the burden on earth. So they used to eliminate the whole army and then Jarasandha they used to tie him. And then they used to say, what to do now? Then he used to leave him, go. And he used to go running away. You know that? That is real hero. Hero is not, you all fight, I hide below some. No, real hero will come in the front. In the Mahabharata war also, except Dhritarashtra was blind, everybody came in the front. That is real hero. They are real kings. Today what will happen? They declare war. India-China war was declared unnecessarily. Nehru was responsible. And he was hiding and having bread butter at his home. And poor soldiers died, a war which they could not fight. No way India could ever fight war with China, everybody knew. Unnecessarily war was created actually. Anyway, that's a separate issue. We don't want to go to politics, but this is not a hero. Hero means he will Or what is the encouragement? Yeah. If you know the leader in the front fighting, then you are encouraged to fight. Correct? He is also giving his life. But he is hiding behind somewhere in Delhi in a bunker, and you go and die. This is nonsense actually. This is not the way a hero is there. Hero is different. So now, Krishna is a real hero. He is independent. Even in the war, many times when Devatas and Danavas are fighting, all the demigods are fighting with Damana, they say Star Wars, no? Star Wars are always going on. All the Devatas are there and Danavas are there. Both are 100 times more powerful than human being. Prabhupada describes the Samudra Manthana, where they are doing huge Samudra Manthana. Prabhupada says you cannot even imagine their size. How they were rotating the whole mountain. They can't be like us. And some of them are standing on water. And still how huge they have to be. Whole mountain they have taken and put on the ocean and they are doing mantra. So Prabhupada says, just like when you walk on road, so many ants you can kill, no? You can kill. If you want 100 ants, you can kill easily. Same way, there are people so big and powerful, if they shake their legs, thousands of human beings they can kill. Yeah, think about that. We are like insects. We think we are greatest, actually we are nothing. But even these devatas, sometimes with the Danavas, when the fight is there, they are in the losing side. Sometimes just like Bali Maharaj won. Bali Maharaj from the Danava side, correct? Hiranyakashipu was from the Danava side. When they won, the devatas were in trouble. So many times Bhagavatam describes the wars between the devatas and Danavas. And devatas start on the losing streak, they start praying to Vishnu to come. And Vishnu comes on Garuda. And when he comes, alone, he's Swarat. Oh, some fighting, fun for Krishna to fight. And alone, when Danavas, when they see Vishnu has come over, they know war is over. We're going to lose now. Nobody can fight with him. Nobody can fight. He is supreme autocrat. Devatas are not independent. And a Devata has to give benediction to somebody, he cannot give independently. He has to take permission from Krishna. Here one devotee is asking that. But what happens when you go directly to Krishna? It is the best. Because just like a father will not give money easily to the son. He will think 10 times. What will he do? What will he do? Correct? But like this, when you ask some neighbor, can you give money? Actually, Krishna, and there are two rules in it. Number one, the Devata itself is always dependent on Krishna, always praying. So they get irritated. Particularly Lord Shiva is always Ram, 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 Ram. He is a great devotee, Lord Rama, another form of Supreme Lord. And he becomes very irritated when people go, give me this, give me this, give me this. What does he do? Okay, what do you want? Just gives. So that is one aspect of it. Second aspect is they have to consult. So when you are going to a Devata, at that time Krishna says, give. It comes, quickly you get. But there is no guarantee it will benefit you. It may harm you. Like Hiranyakashipu, he worshipped Brahma. Ravana worshipped Shiva, Devata. You always notice all the blessings they got from Devatas, not from Vishnu. Dhruva Maharaj went to Vishnu. What happened? Even though he went for sthana, sthana vilashi tapasit tatovam tvam praptavan deva muninda gohyam. Then kacham vichinnam api divya ratnam swabhim kritartvasya varam nayacha. He said, my dear Lord, I don't want this benediction. I'm so sorry. When he saw Vishnu, Vishnu is so beautiful. His heart became enchanted, fully satisfied. He said, my Lord, I'm very sorry. Why? That I was looking for sthana vilashi. I was looking for some place. Just like we are also running around looking for a place. Sthana vilashi tapasisthito. And I was doing some tapasya for sthana. Why Dhruva was doing tapasya? Because his father Uttama, no, his father's name is what? Uttanapada, sorry. Uttanapada. His brother was Uttama. So his father, Uttanapada, whatever, he was trying to climb on his father's lap. and Uttama, his other brother, he also was already sitting on the father's lap. Both are children of two different wives, Suniti and Surichi. So when he wanted to climb on the lap, that is very natural. Small child, 5-year-old boy, want to sit on his father's lap. One is already sitting in the palace. So the other wife, she became envious. No, you have no right on the throne. You are not born from my womb. He got so hurt because he had no this politics. Child, he just wanted to sit on his father's lap, just for affection. And he looked at the father. Father was silent. Father was so enchanted by his other wife that he could not say anything. Looked at his father, looked at the mother. She was like angry. And father should have pulled him on the. He became Kshatriya, 5-year-old boy, hurt. Ego is hurt now. So he went to his mother. Mother came to know already. She was also crying. She came to know this happened in the palace. So mother, what is all this? Beta, I can't do anything. Your father doesn't look at me only. He doesn't like me now. He only likes other queen. So both have started crying. Then mother said, there is no use to cry. We have to find a solution. Correct? Sometimes people, women particularly, simply cry. But this woman was not like that. Very intelligent. So no. So what is the solution? Solution is Vishnu. Where is Vishnu? Vishnu is in the forest. Hello, Vishnu, people go to the forest to search for Vishnu because previously Satyuga and all people are going to forest to do tapasya. So people go to forest to do search for Vishnu. They do tapasya there. Okay, mother, give your blessing. I'll go. I want Vishnu to solve this. So he went, and on the way Narada met him, and Narada asked him, why you are going to the forest? This is not the age, you are so young. He said, no, I am a Kshatriya. And all this instruction don't come in my blood. My blood is of Kshatriya. I can't handle all this. He was saying, what is the use? You're a small child. And child people say so many things. They should not take so seriously. You can forgive, no? Anyway, maybe a Papa Karma, because of Papa Karma you got insulted today. What is this mana apmana finally? Like that he started telling him. He said, these are all big instructions. I am a Kshatriya. I want Vishnu. I have something to ask from him. He said, okay. I want a kingdom, he said, greater than my grandfather. Not only father, grandfather also. Who is Brahma? He wants our great grandfather. So, okay, Narada said that, fine, I'll tell you some mantra. He gave him the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Satvika mantra is that. Kalika mantra is Hare Krishna mantra. But even then we chant now before Bhagavad Gita. He said, we chant this mantra. And he told him how to worship this there, even now in Vrindavan, the place is there. Correct? Madhuvan, that is the place he went. And that is the place he also went. The devotee was doing study, archaeology study. So anyway, he went there and he sat down and he got darshan of Vishnu, 6 months time. So sincere. Therefore, we chant Hare Krishna sincerely, we will make rapid advancement. Provided we chant sincerely and follow what Prabhupada said. So then what happened when he got darshan of Vishnu? He felt sad because he was so happy to see Vishnu. He says, Sthana vilashi tapasisitu. I came to you searching for sthana. I wanted some place. Tvam prapnavan deva munindra guhyam. And seeing you, you are so rare, even devatas and muni, gohya, you are confidential, you are invisible to even the big devatas and rishi munis, they cannot see you. Kacham vichinnam api divya ratnam. I am looking for a piece of glass. I got a diamond here. I am so happy. Swami kritartha asmi varam nayacha. My Lord, I don't want any benediction. Correct? This is what happens when you go to Vishnu. Even if you have a plan, you will forget that plan. There is another story given where one thief was there. Now he was hearing Bhagavad Katha. And in Bhagavad Katha they explain how Krishna is always described with so many jewels. No jewels you can't get in this world. $1 trillion also you can't get. What Krishna is wearing, very expensive. So when he heard like that, I can go. So he asked him, where is Krishna? He said, there in Vrindavan. Oh yes, huh? He ran to Vrindavan to actually loot Krishna. Thief. So he went there and he was so searching. where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Is intensely searching. When you are so sincere to search Krishna, Krishna appeared. But he searched for Krishna for wrong reason, to loot him. So there, Krishna is always there in Vrindavan actually, but we don't have eyes to see him. He is Aprakata now. For 125 years, Krishna becomes Prakata. Now he is Aprakata. Take it done. So the thief saw Krishna and he said, give me the jewels. He said, no, I cannot give you. Mother Yashoda will be very unhappy. She will be angry at me. I can't give you. So anyway, they started talking and he started playing. Small child, we play. He started playing. And after some time, just because of interacting with Krishna, his heart became purified. And Krishna can know that. Krishna said, you wanted some jewels? No, I don't want anything. Swamim Kritarthasmi Varam Nayache. Similarly, gopis also went towards Krishna because Krishna was unimaginably beautiful. It's like billions of Cupid. That is Krishna. Beauty. What is the shloka? Cupid. Millions of Cupid. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa Koti. Crores of Cupid. That is the effect of Krishna. It's unimaginable. Nobody who saw him want to marry anybody except Krishna. His personality and beauty is unimaginable. That's why, anyway. So then what happened, the gopis got attracted and they went toward Krishna. But when they came near Krishna, they forgot their lust. Only what remained was love for Krishna, not lust. Lust means you want to use the other person for your enjoyment. What remained was pure love. That is so therefore we should approach Krishna only. Therefore there is no need to go to the Devatas. There is no need. But at the same time, not everybody is directly ready for worship of Vishnu. Therefore in the scriptures, Devata Puja is also given. Some people are not so serious. They are happy they get some benefit actually. They are not interested to know the absolute truth, nothing. So at that, these people, Devata Puja is therefore there. Generally, Brahmanas used to worship Vishnu. Kshatriyas used to worship Devatas, particularly Durga, Shiva. And therefore, Lord Rama, when he went, he did his, as a Kshatriya, he worshipped Lord Shiva there, because of playing the role of a Kshatriya. When Rukmini was stolen, at that time also, she was in the Devata Mandir. The Prabhupada says in Krishna book there. Kshatriyas generally were worshipping these higher Devatas. And Vaisya Shudras, just like in Mangalore, Bhutas also comes to top. That is how it is explained. But is it needed? Strictly speaking, not needed. You can directly worship Vishnu. Because Vishnu is like Father. Door is open. Anybody can go. Therefore Bhagavatam says, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradihi tivrena bhakti yogena yajayata purusham param. You have a lot of desires, you have no desires, you desire moksha from this world, whatever it is, please go to Vishnu and tivrena, with full enthusiasm serve Vishnu. There is no need to go to any Devata. Krishna also says in Gita, Kamasata hita jnana. Only when your mind is stolen by material desires, you go to Vishnu. Otherwise there is you go to Devatas. You go to Devatas only when your mind has material desires. There is no need, because only Vishnu. Just like example is given, wood is there, smoke is there, fire is there. But cooking, you don't need wood, you don't need smoke, you need fire. So similarly, Devatas are there. But actually to reach the kingdom of God and solve the problem of birth and death, even Lord Shiva says, Mukti pradata sarvesam mritu evana Vishnu evana samshayaha. Mukti only Vishnu can give, we can't give. So basically what we want, that is important. Many people debate, why, what you are saying, why Devata worship? Finally what you want? You want good money, you want this, you want that, I want that. Okay, go to Devatas. Now I want to reach the kingdom of God. That only Vishnu can give you. But if you are intelligent and material thing, Vishnu will give, or Krishna will give, in a protected way. Just like you buy a mobile with warranty and without warranty. Krishna gives, he gives with insurance, warranty, everything. It is fully protected. But when you take from Devatas, it comes unprotected. Like Ravana went for blessing, unprotected. He misused that blessing. He misused. He harassed people with that. Similarly, Hiranyakashipu took the blessing, unprotected. Therefore, it is intelligent to directly go to Vishnu. Now, even you do the Devata puja, in the puja, when you do worship, Shaligram Shila should be there. He is the Yagnapati. He is the chief there. Therefore, in this belt, Devata worship properly. Every Devata temple, you see Shaligram Shila is there. Correct? Except Kudroli. They don't know what they follow standard. But any other temple, they worship properly. First, Vishnu. And Prasada of Vishnu, that is Shaligram, is representing Vishnu. Correct? Fine? The Prasada of that, they give to the Devata. They don't give directly worship to the Devata. They offer bhoga to Vishnu, Shaligram. Correct? Just like for Shiva there is Shivalinga, for Vishnu there is Shaligram. So they will offer bhoga to Shaligram, prasadam they will give to Devata. Now when we are doing worship like that, Devatas are not imaginary, Devatas are existing. Each Devata has a planet. Therefore Prabhupada says minimum 30 crore planets has to exist. Why? Because so many Devatas are there. Each Devata has his own planet, independent planet. He is a king in that planet. That means how many planets are there? Just imagine. Now when you worship the Devata, when you are worshipping a Devata, something happens mystical. Just like Shraddha. Shraddha, we have to give Vishnu Prasadam to that fellow. Suppose my ancestor is there, my father, grandfather. What they do Shraddha. What they do in Shraddha? Again they offer to Vishnu Prasad, Bhoga. And Prasadam they offer to that departed soul. So that he is saved from any sin. Therefore he is called Putra. Pu means hell. Tra means trayate. Shatra. Mantra. It saves the man, it is called mantra. It saves from the hell, is called Putra. Therefore they wanted Putra before. Why? Because he will do Shraddha. If I am stuck somewhere in some, Yamudutas are frying with some papa, I am stuck up in some hellish condition. This Shraddha can save me. Okay? I don't know detail how it is saved, but you are saved. Therefore, Putra was needed. Therefore, Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita says, if I kill all the people here, correct, they will know samskaras at home. And they will not do Shraddha. And when they don't do Shraddha, they will be in trouble. They were very serious previously. Correct? The Shraddha should be there. And son will do the Shraddha. Therefore, they are very keen for son because of the science, not because discrimination boy and girl. Because Shraddha has to be done. Therefore, people are very keen. One son should be there. He will do Shraddha and save me. Now, this is what the general understanding is. So, anyway, the same way when you do Devata Puja, what happens? The Prasadam of Vishnu reaches the Devata as it reaches their ancestor. Correct? It is a given instance is given when you know that 1 or 2 minutes to explain. When they were doing yagna at the place where Sati, wife of Lord Shiva, came, and Daksha was arranging a yagna, and she noticed they are worshipping Vishnu, and the prasadam they are offering to all devatas by mantra. They are not offering prasadam to Lord Shiva. She noticed that. That's why she gave her body. She saw they are insulting my husband. All the devatas are given. Another instance comes of Indra. Indra kills his own guru once, who had 3-headed guru. Who was the person? Vishwarupa? No, Vishwasha. Bhagavata. Guru, 3-headed. It came out in 3 parrots. In Bhagavatam it is there. Anyway, something he was doing, that is another something he was doing. He was also doing some yagna because Devata lost everything, so they went to him. First thing is Indra's guru got upset with Indra, and so he left the place. Indra, without the blessing, the guru lost everything. And then on direction of Brahma, he approached this powerful sage. And this sage was linked to the Danavas by family relation. So when he was doing Vishnu Yagna, he was offering prasadam to Devatas, and without their knowledge, offering prasadam to Danavas also. So they were also getting benefit. Like that. So he cut his head. When Indra saw that, Indra had the Vajra, he cut his head. Then what happened, that because of the Brahma Hatya, he has to bear the reaction. The reaction was coming on him. Brahma Hatya is very big reaction. What he did, He hid in a lotus where, lotus represent Lakshmi, he hid there. He was hiding there, doing tapasya, bearing that reaction. At that time, Devatas are bringing his prasadam there, Vishnu prasadam, which is just like we are also taking Vishnu prasadam. They are bringing prasadam for him there, on the yagna what is offered. So yagna prasadam is the food for the Devatas. Therefore, when Indra saw that they are not offering me, that Indra puja, stop. Indra became angry because his food you are hitting. You are hitting his belly. You got it? So this interrelation is there. Therefore it is said nourishing one another. Krishna is created interpreted. Just like you see mother and child. Child wants milk. Mother milk is ready. Interdependence is there. Child wants protection. Parents want to protect. It is not child wants protection and parents say go. They have a desire to protect. This word is like that. You want to breathe oxygen. Oxygen is created in the air. Everything is system is created. Correct? So now you have to worship Devatas. Devatas depend on your worship. So nourishing is very important to understand. Nourishing one another. But then, do we have to do Shraddha? Is it that we have to also worship Devatas? No. Yata taror mula nishechanena tiprandita skanda bhujo vishaka prana upahara chayatindriyanam tathaiva sar aranam achyuteja. Devata worship is like nursery and Vishnu worship is PhD. And the PhD understanding is higher. What is the higher understanding? If you put water in the root of the tree, water goes everywhere automatically. When Vishnu is worshipped, automatically all Devatas are satisfied. They are linked as a body of the Lord. So there is no need to separately, if you are exclusively focused on worship of Vishnu, no need to worry, all the Devatas are satisfied. Correct? That is why Krishna taught that higher principle to the Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj was worshipping Indra. He was following Vedas. Indra Puja is given in the Vedas. Even tune is given. When we had the inauguration of the temple in Bangalore, we had all the Devatas that done Avana. They are invited for the festival. So we had called some Vedic priest. Every Devata there is a particular tune and raga. And particularly the drums, the beat they sing. All the chief Devatas have that. They are invited for the festival. They were doing that. So, the point is that this is all, it is given in the Vedas, Devata Puja. But Krishna wanted to teach higher principle. It is advanced principle. Therefore Krishna says, stop the Devata Puja. So Prabhupada comments very nicely on that. He said, even when Indra became angry, people, and he was throwing thunderbolt and rain, people in Vrindavan went to Nanda Maharaj. Indra is angry now. Should he try to appease him? Krishna said no. So even if suppose a Devata becomes angry because ignoring him and worshipping Vishnu, still no need to become worship the Devata. If you are exclusively focused on, they say no, nowadays they say Naga dosha, Sarpa dosha, correct? They say so many doshas here. Basically, it is a money-making business because they will tell 10 doshas and then you have to spend at least Naga dosha means some 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupee I heard they spend. Big 10-day puja will go up. It's a money-making business. There is no need. I'm not saying it is wrong. But when higher principle is available, why tell the lower principle? If directly you worship Vishnu, Naga, your, what do you call that? Yama, Devi, Rahu, Ketu. If by worshipping Vishnu everybody is satisfied, they ask Prabhupada, they are telling Rahu Kala. Prabhupada said, Krishna wants, he can kick 1 million Rahus at one time. You know how great Krishna is. Therefore, it is said, Yastu Narayana Devam Brahmanudadi Devataha Samattaitana Vishyeta Sapashandi Bhave Dhruvam. If you take Brahma and Shiva, even Brahma, Shiva are the topmost Devata. Because Brahma is the origin of all the Devatas and Shiva is more powerful than all the Devatas alone. He is Mahadeva, he is very powerful. If you consider these two, even these two equal to Vishnu, you are Pashandi, great offender. Vishnu is very great. People don't know how great Vishnu is. Vishnu, therefore, he says, Om Tada Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. All the devatas are constantly worshipping lotus feet of Vishnu. Vishnu is so great. Prabhupada says, our whole Vedic culture has collapsed because we forgot unique position of Vishnu. You see anybody in the puja room, you open, 1,000 pictures are there. 1,000, 1, 2, 1, Bhuta, Dev, everything. And Vishnu is also there. No, Vishnu is supreme. This is Darbar. He is the main chief. This is Darbar. Just like Raja has a Darbar, no? Ministers and all, they are all ministers. He is a king. And a king in the way, he is not dependent on any one of them. Alone he can do whatever he wants. Correct? Krishna is independent. Swarat. When Krishna wanted to give birth to Brahma, Vishnu, he did not even ask Lakshmi. Pop, from his navel, Brahma was born. I heard Ananda Padmanabha temple, Brahma is also there. But he was born. Without even asking Lakshmi. He is independent of everybody. Like that. Because we should understand the shloka in a proper light. We have a respect, Prabhupada said, always we should respect the devatas. Never neglect the devatas. They are appointed by the Lord. Devatas are appointment letter from Krishna. But there is a difference between devatas and Shuddha Bhaktas. In fact, the top devatas are all Shuddha Bhaktas. Ganesha, Shiva, Durga, they are all Shuddha Bhaktas. Brahma, all Shuddha Bhaktas. Brahma is Haridas Thakur. Shiva is always Shuddha Bhakta. Ganesha wrote the Mahabharata. All top people, they are all great devotees. But still, when in this earth the Shuddha Bhakta comes, his position is exalted. He comes from Vaikuntha. Devatas are basically in a jail. The best people in the jail are Devatas. Devatas are also Iha Devataha. Kamasya Tahita Jnana Yajante Iha Devataha. Devatas are of this world, not from Vaikuntha. But sometimes Krishna comes personally, Yada Yada Dharmasya Glani, correct? Krishna comes to reclaim. Why Krishna comes? Please come back home. Just like father, son is roaming in the street. Father comes, Beta, please come back home. I'll take care of you. That is when Krishna comes. Actually, that is the reason of Avatara. Avatara doesn't come to kill Danavas, that Krishna can do so many ways. Higher understanding is Krishna comes to invite us back to Vaikuntha in different avatars. Please come back. Comes to request from the heart. And sometimes Krishna sends his agents, his devotees. You go and request. Because Krishna in Vaikuntha is enjoying Leela with his bhaktas. So much Ananda is there. And Krishna feels sometimes. Why that fellow, just like we are enjoying nice kirtan and all, we don't feel, no? Why they are simply watching movie, TV, why don't they come and join in kirtan? We also feel sometimes. Don't they feel? Simply wasting time. Our some good friend is there. Just like Pajaka, we were so happy. We feel, why are so many people, they could have also come, they would have also enjoyed. We feel now immediately. If my friend was there, he will be so happy now. The same way, Krishna feeling all the time. Why they are missing the fun I am having? Krishna is playing with Mother Yashoda. So much fun is there. And these people, nonsense people are there. They can come and participate in this Leela. Kevala Ananda Kanda. It is only full of ocean of pleasure. Why they are missing it? Therefore, Krishna sent the bhaktas. Go. These bhaktas who come from Vaikuntha or Goloka, they are much higher than the Devatas. When they come in this world, even Devatas hear them. Devatas take opportunity to hear. When Shuka Muni was speaking, all the great sages, Devatas, everybody is taking opportunity here. It is said that Shuka Muni came to Nadia later. He came to Navati. And he was speaking. There is one Bhagavatam as we hear, this Krishna Bhagavatam. One is called Gaur Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is one of the incarnations of the Lord. Actually, he is Krishna himself. When he was speaking Gaur Bhagavata, Shiva ran to hear that. But his Nandi bull was not going fast, so he came in swan. So there is a temple there, Shiva on swan. So when the swan came, everybody thought Brahma has come. But they saw running Shiva is coming. So they made a temple there. There is a temple still. Shiva on a swan. Because swan is a vahana for Brahma. He borrowed Brahma, your vehicle is free. Yeah, vehicle is free. It's a gift. Just like we borrow from some friend. And he came in the swan running to hear Gaur Bhagavatam. So like that. Even Devatas like to hear. Therefore in the temple when you do Aarti, conch is blown because they are informing Devatas, Vishnu is doing worship, please come. So Devatas also attend. Therefore we blow the conch and open the door. Devatas, please come. There is opportunity. But Devatas are so powerful, they can attend in all the places together if they want. Devatas are not ordinary. They are extremely powerful by the blessing of the Lord. Okay? They are not independent. So in different ways, Devatas are always happy. Prabhupada says, Devatas always encourage and bless any devotee who is serving Vishnu. They are rather more happy. When you go to a Devata temple and they say, you are a great servant of Vishnu, please bless me, they are really happy. When you go, oh Shiva, you are God, actually he is not happy. It's an insult. But people generally go like that. When you go in a proper knowledge, suppose some guard is there in a building. You tell the guard, you are the owner of this building. Actually, guard is not happy. He is insulted. You are insulting him. Correct? When you tell Hanuman, you are God, Hanuman is not happy. He feels insulted. I am joking. Correct? So we should give due respect to Devata. You tell Hanuman, you are such a great servant of Lord Rama. He is so happy. But you tell you are Rama, you are Vishnu, he will be hurt. Why you are telling all these things? So we should give, truth should be given. When you go to Devata temple, don't flatter, don't speak nonsense. Speak fact. And they will be so happy. Give them proper honor. And tell them, please make me a great servant of Vishnu. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.